feel like we can get this broadcast started. So this is morning news at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Central Time for you folks. Good museum news. I am your co-anchor, Avery Shaughnessy Comfort from the Mid-Atlantic Association of Museums, and my co-anchor today is Charity Counts. Charity, do you want to say a few words?
I can't believe it's Friday in Spring into Wellbeing Week. This week has gone so quickly, but it's been fun. I'm happy to see some of you back with us today and look forward to sharing some good museum news and also voting for our favorites.
Yeah, so pay attention as we move along. We're going to show you some cool things. I'm going to share and reshare my screen a couple of times, so please bear with me. As we show you the coolest things that are happening in museums right now, but pay attention for those polls to pop up and make sure you submit your answer. And then at the end, we'll share what the winner is and we'll share it on your screen too, so you can enjoy it this morning. Before we get started, I just have to say that this is one of my favorite pictures. I keep it on my desktop at all times. This was at AAM in New Orleans when all of the Council of Regional Association directors met up with Paula from IMLS, and I realized that Susan has retired and Deb is no longer with MPMA, and Dan's not even in the picture, but I still love this picture anyway.
We all look happy, right?
We do. It was nice and warm in May at that time. So we've already asked you to tell us where you're joining us from, and we're going to do our best John Krasinski impressions today, so bear with us. We even wore blazers, we wore lapel pins, we've got the set behind us, we're ready. We're ready to go. All right, so our first category for you all is best social media presence, and I'm sure you all have some thoughts as to who's your favorite right now. But the submissions that we received so far, Tim from the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum, Sue from the Field Museum, Old World, Wisconsin, and the bottom right I'm blanking on. Charity, what's the one on the bottom right?
It's Adler Planetarium. So they've had some tiny collections, features, and some other stuff on their feed. So we've got 4 candidates in this category, and I'm going to launch a poll here for us to actually, Avery, do you want to look at any of these anymore than this? We're good. We can go ahead with the poll.
Sure, unless if you want to put in the chat any that you are interested in taking a look at or you're not familiar with. Let's take a look.
Anybody want to look at any of those feeds we just mentioned? All right. Old World, Wisconsin. Somebody's asked for that one.
All right, let me see if I can. Oh no, go back out. Okay. I don't think I have that one locked up, but let me see. I might.
I think that was it's the cabin one.
That's the Adler one. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're right. No, I didn't have that one linked. And remind me again, Charity, this was Old World, Wisconsin Museum at Home?
I believe so. I'll double check it. Museum Moment of Zen.
Museum Moment of Zen.
Yeah. Old World, Wisconsin has been posting a daily Museum Moment of Zen, and somebody submitted that. Maybe we can catch what their moment of Zen is from today.
So theirs from today is looking out the window from the 1880s shoe shop in the Crossroads Village.
Oh, look at those shoes, those boots. Nice.
And I know they have a couple more on their Facebook page, so let's see if we can take a look. Oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
Looking out at an open door on the porch of the 1880s Yankee farmhouse. Man, it'd be nice to be sitting on that porch right now, nice and sunny.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
All right, let's see if we can find another one. So this is the one on our slideshow. Beds ready for planting at the 1890s Danish immigrant farm. All right, any others that you would like to see?
Again, our nominees in this category are the Field Museum, Adler Planetarium, and the National Cowboy Museum. All right. Oh, the last one, the Adler Planetarium. You might pull up their Adler Planetarium Instagram. Might be easier.
We can take a look.
You get kind of a glimpse of their feed. They actually just had some staff recently post a song that they wrote and did a dance. Click on the lady's face there. You can see this briefly.
Ugh. Of course I have to log in. I don't know if I remember my Instagram password.
Well, it's okay. I can just explain it.
Okay.
I believe that this is a staff member from Adler Planetarium. She wrote a song from quarantine all about Adler's programs, and so she sings it. And I don't know who's with her, living with her at home, but there's a person in the background that does a whole dance routine to it. It's pretty entertaining. You can also see, they've been posting a variety of different photos featuring objects from their collection.
There's the tiny little book.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. I like that. I think it's a clock.
All right.
All right. Any others you want to see before we vote?
All right. I think I'm going to commence polling. I'm going to launch a poll that's got our best social media presence nominees listed. When you receive this poll, just vote for your favorite and then submit it. And then I will share the results after a minute or so. Here we go. Waiting on a few more votes to come in. Okay, last call for votes. All right, I'm going to end polling. And should I announce the winner as I reveal? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to share with you the winner in our best social media presence category is the National Cowboy Hall of Fame. Woo!
Yay! Go Tim!
Go Tim! Go Tim! Honestly,
all
these feeds are great, so thanks for the nominations.
I think we got to take a look at what Tim's up to today. So apparently Tim is talking about his hashtag game, how it took him a while to figure it out too. So it looks like the Disney Park security teams are now doing social media as well. So I think they were inspired by Tim.
They're doing hashtag Disney magic moments.
They're actually doing the hashtags right.
I love
Tim's
it.
like, you're doing them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's too
hilarious.
Cool. Let's see. Tim's got to make sure the museum stays looking good.
We got the
taking care of those cowboys with their dusters. Tim is a national treasure.
Yes.
All right. So our next category, actually, I'll just leave it on this view since we can get back and forth pretty quickly. Best hashtag is our next category. So our submissions, and I'm going to go to Twitter after we go through all these. Museum at Home, hashtag Museum Bouquet, started by the New York Historical Society and the Hirshhorn. Hashtag Museum Moment of Zen, started by MCNY, but made pretty famous, it sounds like, by Old World Wisconsin. Hashtag The Cowboy, National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. Hashtag Museum from Home, and Akron Art Museum, hashtag Museum Games. So let's go and take a look. The first is hashtag museum at home. All right, so it looks like, I mean, we're gonna get quite a few here. Are we looking at museum at home, the actual Twitter page? I'm not.
I would go
aware of this
with
one.
the hashtag. I think it's okay to do the hashtag.
Okay.
I think somebody's
do the
been pulling
hashtag.
them into that, but
So it looks like we have items from the Ava Gardner Museum. Lots of people telling stories on Twitter. Celebrating the end of World War II. Looks like a lot of people are doing a lot of things to celebrate museum at home.
I feel like museum from home is similar. You might look at that one next, although we have them listed as 2 separate hashtags for this vote.
I think museum from home is where we're getting things like the Gerbil Museum. So the British Museum, looks like they have some views of their museum from home. Clearly, Mam follows a lot of British museums on here. I inherited this account, so I have no idea what my predecessor followed on here.
All right. I think up next is Museum Bouquet, Avery. I'm interested in that one. I haven't seen that one before.
This one's so nice because it's just refreshing with some flowers. Pictures at Walmart, you are not a museum bouquet. So nice, we have some from the Roger Troy Peterson Institute of Natural History. All the way to the Japan Society. That's pretty cool. Looks like a virtual wallpaper museum bouquet. Schuyler Mansion in New York.
Those are curtains. Love it.
Curtains. Old Idaho Penitentiary Museum bouquet. Tulips in bloom. That's always nice. Ah, the Westmoreland's close to me. They did it as a thank you to their nurses too. So that's nice. They gave a museum bouquet to their nurses.
That's nice.
Lots of good ones. Lots of good ones.
Up next is Museum Moment of Zen.
One of the Madonna and Child. Patterns Everywhere at the Carnegie Museum of Art.
Nice.
Ooh, I'd like to be there right now. That sounds good.
Yeah, right.
Soothing scene of mountains near Helena, Montana. Glenstone is focusing on some warm light and striking shadows in their arrival hall. I feel like we've got to take a look at MCNY since they were the ones who kind of jump-started it all. So let's see if we can find some. Granted, they do a lot of social media, so this might take 3 years to find it. But anyway.
That's okay. Up next is, well, we already looked at hashtag the cowboy a little bit in the last round, so I don't think we need to revisit that. How about Museum Games? I think Museum Games was attributed to Akron Art Museum, maybe?
I think they were the ones that started that one. Looks like people have taken advantage of it. Jigsaw puzzles. I'm always down for jigsaw puzzles. Crosswords.
Oh, what
looks like some coloring.
Yeah, steam engine. Yeah, cool.
More puzzles. There's the Akron Art Museum. Man, I'm terrible at crosswords.
I love it though. Love all these games.
These are all good. All right, are there any more, Charity?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
All right, thanks for giving us a tour to hashtag. I'm going to launch the poll for best hashtag. Please cast your vote as soon as you see the announcement.
This one's hard. I think people are going to be, this one's going to be a bit more contentious.
Yeah. Yeah. Waiting on a few more votes. If you haven't voted yet and you want to vote, please go ahead in a few minutes. No, this is a close one. So close.
They're all so good.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Keep the votes coming in. All right, I'm going to stop the polling. All right, looking at the totals here. Today's winner in the best hashtag category is Museum Moment of Zen.
Nice.
Love
nice.
it. And it only beat out Museum Bouquet by a few, or one vote, really.
Only one vote. Wow.
One vote. So close.
What was your favorite charity?
Well, I'm a huge fan of hashtag the cowboy, but honestly, that Museum Bouquet really surprised me. I didn't know about it, and I loved it, so I probably would have voted for that.
I think I would have too. So we would have gave it the winning edge. That's okay. It's okay. All right. We already took a look at them, so we'll move on to the next category. These are great. Best animal adventure. I mean, you can't go wrong. So naturally, of course, we have our Shed Aquarium penguins, and we have Ralphie, the tortoise at the Buffalo Zoo. And we also have the Mystic Aquarium sea lion tegu stare down, and the kestrel, the American kestrel. So we'll take a look at each one of these because they're worth the time. I have watched these all way too many times.
I think their star penguin has been Wellington. I think that's
yes.
Brilliant, because I feel like Wellington would be in a tuxedo.
Their newest video of Wellington had him hopping around, and it was incredibly adorable.
Have you seen the one where they were walking down the stairwell, like the emergency stairwell to?
Yes.
That was fun.
This is actual footage of me in an aquarium, honestly. I love aquarium.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at Ralphie the tortoise. This polar bear is very, very clearly confused as to what the heck is in front of him. I guess Ralphie doesn't care so much for the sea lion.
The sea lion loves him.
Let's do good. All right, let's take a look at, let's see. This one just cracks me up. I think mostly because of the sea lion's face. It's great because the iguana is just like, yeah, that's all right. I'm here for the ride. And the American kestrel.
Yeah, this is from the Cable Natural History Museum. They've got a few different videos of their American kestrel. This one's fun. Look at that! Look how steady that gaze is. I just love that rolling body. That's so cute.
I have to watch it again. So good.
Love it.
All right, time to place your votes.
All right, I'm getting ready to launch the, I like that, best dance move from Common. All right, I'm going to launch the poll for best animal adventure. Be sure to cast your vote. We had the Shed Aquarium, Tortoise Adventures. Did we have Georgia Aquarium up there? I don't think we did. Okay, I'm going to launch this, but ignore Georgia Aquarium because I think we did not have an actual, unless you want to pull it up.
Google this real quick. They did kittens too.
Love puppies and kittens. I love it. So just as a reminder, the way that the voting works, I'm going to launch a poll, and you should get a notification on your screen to participate in the poll or click the polling option at the bottom of your window. I'm getting ready to launch this poll for best animal adventure.
And by the way, the American Kestrel was from the Cable Natural History Museum in Wisconsin.
Lots of votes coming in. Keep voting. Not gonna lie, it's pretty exciting on my end because I get to watch where all the votes are falling.
You get to watch in real time. I have to wait with bated anticipation.
All right, I'm going to end the polling. I'm proud to announce that the winner of Best Animal Adventure is the Shed Aquarium for their penguin field trips. Gotta love those penguins. They've been pretty consistently awesome.
You can't go wrong. They're so perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Since we did watch them all, we'll move to the next one. So best post art recreations. Now, I think this is the one we only got 2 nominations for.
Right. So this category, the next couple are posts on social media that fall into certain categories and might connect to some of the hashtags we referred to earlier.
So here's one of them.
Yeah, this visitor, IMWD2030 on Instagram, at least, they've been posting lots of different art recreations, and if you follow them or the hashtag at all, you probably have seen a lot of them. This is a fun one.
And then the Getty with household items. This is always fun.
Oh yeah, how cool.
I personally like Renaissance lasagna noodles. Or how about interior with easel? It's a good
nice.
One. That's good. That's creative.
I love it.
I love how they added like a nice sepia filter onto that too. Too good.
Love it.
That's a good one too. That's a good one too. All right. Do we want to keep moving with this category, or do you want people to vote on all of them, or just this one?
Well, we'll have them vote in this category. I'm going to launch polling. There's only 2 nominees here. Go ahead and cast your vote in the poll. Lots of votes coming in. Ooh, it's exciting. Got about 10 more seconds to cast your vote.
Oh, somebody mentioned Tiffany during Museum Week next Tuesday is a call for hashtag culture and quarantine MW like these posts. That should be
that's
fun.
cool. Yeah. Well, be sure to share them. All right, I'm gonna stop the polling. Today's winner is for best social media post art recreations, the Getty Museum recreations. Loved them. Particularly the vacuum one. That was good.
Vacuum one is so good. All right, so the next one is best post creepy collections. I think we had another one here, so I'll have to pull that one up. I don't know what happened to that one. So the Yorkshire Museum has some very creepy objects, including a severed leg turned into an animal. I think there's a couple more up, maybe a couple more in there. But then it incited this entire battle, so there's a bunch of really creepy things. Apparently this strange lamb moves on its own, but we're going to give credit to the Yorkshire Museum for starting this campaign. But some of these collections are, I know this one's from the Yorkshire Museum, the hair bun.
Okay, nice. Oh, Victorian models of figures made from crabs' legs and claws. That's something.
That's nightmare inducing.
Yes.
For sure. Then we have the Museum of Fear Wonder, which is, I believe, in Scotland. I think they've been participating. Oh no, it's in Alberta, Canada. I think the other one I was thinking of was in Scotland. So just the fact that they have a museum called the Museum of Fear and Wonder makes me want to go, but also never want to go. I'm very conflicted about this.
Wow.
Oh, there's too many clown masks already.
I know. Close it down. Close it down.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Okay. Woo. Stuff of nightmares. All right. Oh, thanks, Tiffany, for the tip that there's a different curator battle weekly with Yorkshire Museum. That's great. Oh, one clown is too many. I agree with you, Nicole. That was a lot. Okay, I'm gonna launch our voting for best social media post creepy collections. Oh, you've got the National Museum of Scotland up. Good.
I did. You can go ahead and launch the poll. I'm gonna see if we can find
some. The National Museum of Scotland also included. So while you look at National Museum of Scotland, go ahead and start casting your votes.
See, they're hiding all the creepy stuff from us. They knew we were looking.
And of course, if you aren't yet following all these organizations or hashtags, you might want to think about it. Help get you through. Well, maybe not the creepiest category, but maybe you're that person.
I just want to know who follows the Museum of Fear and Wonder Instagram. Who does that to themselves?
I don't know. There are people who have, different interests. That's for sure. All right. Last call for votes. People who love Stephen King, yes, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I love Stephen King, but I am not that into clowns. I mean, I loved it. I loved the new version of it, but it also terrified me.
Yeah. Sarah pointed out that it's too bad we can't hear the audio for everyone because we're sure we're getting some great reactions. I agree with you. Just judging on our own reactions. All right, I'm going to stop the polling. Let's see who won. Okay, in best social media post, creepy collections category, we've got the Yorkshire Museum. All right, awesome.
Yeah, if you have a severed leg and you turn it into an animal, I think.
I just don't understand. I don't know. Was it art? Is it art? Yes, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay.
All right, anyway, let's go to a more relaxing category. Best post, moment of Zen. So we have the Lakeshore Museum Center. We have Glensheen Mansion, Luxembourg American Cultural Society, and Glenstone. So let's take a look at some of these. Nice little nature walk.
Says this one was their exhibits designer, Kate, was getting out about nature and posted this peaceful video.
It's very nice. So Tisher Creek and Lake Superior.
Yeah, Glensheen Mansion is located in Duluth, Minnesota. I love that sound.
Somebody said, I need a Sounds of Lake Superior app. Is that a thing? I'd download that app. Okay, Luxembourg American Cultural Society. Postcard of a waterfall.
Nice.
That would be a very zen place to be right now.
It would be. You can imagine how it sounds, especially after having just listened to the Tisher River on Lake Superior.
And then we have Glenstone and some unfurling ferns. Those are always nice.
Mm-hmm. Pretty.
All right, time to vote.
All right, for best social media posts and moments of Zen category, cast your vote.
And now for a weather report, because apparently here in Erie, it has started snowing.
I'm going to do my best Brad Pitt weather report from Indiana. It's okay.
That was gold. That was gold.
All right, we got a few more minutes for voting here.
I agree, Tiffany. I think Mother Nature forgot that it's May. Temperature is currently too cold for May.
Yeah, it's definitely chilly. Although
snow in Detroit too. Okay, I'm not alone, thankfully.
Yeah, no. All right, I'm going to stop polling and best social media post moment of Zen, and our winner is Glensheen Mansion Tisher Creek video. Nice. Well done there.
Very nice.
Anybody want to listen to the sound of that river again?
I do.
One more time. There with it. All right. Awesome.
I could listen to that all day. All right. Next category. I think we got a lot for this one, so we'll just go through them.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah. DIY activity. So we have the Field Museum model making. I could not find anything for this on the interwebs.
I'll find it, see if I can pull it up while you go through the others,
Okay.
Avery.
All right. So we have the Children's Museum of Indianapolis.
You to my new friend Spike. He's a little prickly, but he's a good friend.
Becky, you do know that he is a plant, right?
I know he's a plant, but we have a lot in common, like DNA.
That's actually a really good point. You know, DNA is in every living thing. It stands for, in case you didn't know, deoxyribonucleic acid, and it's a code inside the cells of living things that tells their bodies or, you know, their leaves to grow into what they're meant to be.
That is really cool. You know, it would be great if we could see what DNA looks like.
Actually, we can, okay? We have an experiment that we can show you how to do with stuff that you may have lying around the house that'll show you how to extract DNA from plant cells and look at it without using a microscope.
That's amazing. Let's go do it.
Let's do it.
To the lab.
Let's go.
We are in the STEM lab at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. And today on Real Science, we are going to extract DNA from a plant cell. But first, let's talk a little bit about cells and their organelles.
I'm going to skip ahead. See if we can find
It's
some of this
just underneath the cell.
And rubbing alcohol.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to chop up our strawberries into small pieces. We recommend having an adult help you with this because knives are sharp and safety first.
The next thing we're going to do is put our diced strawberries into a plastic bag.
Make sure it's one with a zip top so you keep all your strawberries inside of the bag.
I'm going to hand it to Becky here in a second, and she's going to do her best to mash those strawberries up into the mushiest, pulpiest slurry that she can.
And the reason I'm going to...
All right, I'll pause that, but that sounds like it's a pretty cool one. Now we have a lot to get through here. Some zipline planes from former presenter of the week, Discovery World. So you can download the challenge to attach your plane to a cable. I know what I'm doing later. We also have the Works Museum Taste of the Works Engineering Potluck Challenge. Enter something delicious with them. That is a work of architecture. Loxon Dam entry, very nice. All right. We have Glenn Sheen, Build a Glenn Sheen contest.
I think they
Looks like
just
it's-
announced some
there's
winners
no video.
for that recently too.
Oh yeah, was it all out of Lincoln Logs?
Some people use Lincoln Logs, some people use look like painted cardboard maybe, and some other stuff. Various
Creative ways to do
materials.
it. All right, also former presenter, Creative Ways to Say Hi. Children's Museum of Pittsburgh. Some of you have probably already seen this.
Hi, friends.
I like the rat on the record. I didn't catch that last time. All right, Grand Rapids Public Museum. Grand Rapids from Home. I have that one on here somewhere. We just got to find it in my million tabs. Oh, there's the seal line again. There it is. Grand Rapids from Home. Got a live stream. That's pretty cool. Curate your own collections. It's a good DIY activity. Virtual discovery kits. Virtual scavenger hunts. Some astronomy activities, good DIY. Oh, hey, they have Zoom backgrounds. I have to check those out. Looks like Glenn Sheen had a coloring contest and Sheboygan had a Mayday basket campaign. See Facebook page and Museum Mayday. So let's take a look at their Facebook page real quick.
After you're done with that, I think I've got the Field Museum model making live demo they did ready.
All right. See if we can find it here on their Facebook. History bear hunt. You want to see them baskets. All right, well, we'll be scrolling for days here, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to share on your screen, Charity?
Yep.
All right.
I'll share really quickly. This is an Instagram post for the Field Museum where they were talking about their diorama maker was going to do a demonstration on how you can make diorama trees. So they get just couple pictures here, but it gives you a sense for what they did. It looks like it was an Instagram live. I didn't go through to try to find a video from that, but there you go.
All right.
All right, you're ready to vote?
Let's vote.
Okay, just to recap our nominees in this category, we've got Model Trees from the Field Museum, Real Science from the Children's Museum of Indianapolis, Zipline Planes from Discovery World, Taste of the Works, their sort of potluck challenge, the Works Museum, Build a Glenn Sheen from Glensheen Mansion. There's also a coloring contest from Glensheen Mansion. Creative Ways to Say Hi video from the Children's Museum of Pittsburgh. Grand Rapids Public Museum from home. And Mayday baskets from Sheboygan County Historical Museum. Get ready to launch the poll. Cast your votes.
Let's see if we can find it on Twitter.
We got some front runners. Keep casting your votes. Be sure to use the poll to cast votes.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. So there's some homemade baskets from Museum Mayday.
Oh, nice. All right, just a couple seconds left. Last call for votes. All right, I'm going to stop the polling. All right, our winner for today's best do-it-yourself or home activity or challenge is Real Science from the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. Awesome.
Good one. I'm going to watch all of that video later and then probably mash up strawberries.
Yeah, there's some funny people there. It's good. All right.
All right. Next is Best Fan-Made Exhibit. So we have a couple that made a museum for their gerbils. We have a homemade carousel from, I believe it's modeled after the one in Indy, correct?
Yeah, I think the Children's Museum of Indianapolis has a carousel. It looks like some fans of their museum made their own carousel at home.
And we also have the Piggenheim Museum too. They're all very adorable.
Yes. I don't know about you, but the little museums for the animals were great because they had like labels on the wall. And
I know, I
grocery
have them
racks,
somewhere
like
on here.
if you ever wonder how your visitors perceive your exhibits, oh no, there's some damage.
Looks like they took out a chair? Took something out.
Yeah.
Their gerbils' names are Pandoro and Tiramisu, by the way, which is adorable. I think I have all right, that's the Georgia Aquarium. Oh, I think that's the next category. Hang on here.
All right. Are you pulling up any more?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the Piggenheim.
I just love the guinea pig's hairdo. I mean, that.
The hairdo and the dedication to labels.
Did you see the title of that was the I was scrolling up. It was like the real
The treachery of vegetables.
I love it.
This is pig with hair ribbon. I don't think this guinea pig's interested in getting a haircut, though.
No. Too cute.
Self-portrait dedicated to Dr. Dolittle. Frida Kahlo, by the way.
Nice.
And our last one was the carousel. Hope I can find this one.
Yeah, it might have been like a social media post.
I think it was on Instagram.
Yeah, I think scroll up to the first one. You might get the Just look at their feed.
There they are. Let's see if it'll let me watch it. Of course not.
No.
But it's adorable. They go around in a circle around their table with their, it looks like a lion. One of them has a dog, I think, and whatever the blue thing is. But they've created their own carousel.
Those are like those
I love it.
boppies or whatever those things are called. All right, I'm going to watch the poll. Our 3 nominees in the Best Fan-Made Exhibit is Gerbils Museum, Piggenheim Museum, and a Carousel at Home. Fan carousel. Cast your votes. Okay, another few more seconds here for voting. All right, I'm going to stop the poll. And the winner in the category Best Fan-Made Exhibit is the Piggenheim Museum. All right.
I think that was our biggest lead out of any poll we've had.
You know, what's interesting is the Piggenheim Museum was inspired by the Gerbils Museum. So I'm sure that if they were here to accept their award, they would give the credit, you know, give thanks to the Gerbils Museum.
I think they would. I think they would. All right, our next category is Best Virtual Tour or Program. So we have the Cranbrook Center for Collections and Researches live at 5 on Facebook on Wednesdays. Tours and history of the Cranbrook campus. And I don't recall where this one is. Do you remember where they're located?
Yeah, they're just outside of Detroit. So Cranbrook Institute is in Bloomfield Hills, which is just a suburb of Detroit. They've got
Let's see if we
they've
can
got a couple
find some.
museums and then historic homes and gardens on the property.
Let's see if we can find their page here. Cranbrook Center for Collections. Looks like they have a lot of really cool videos.
Yeah.
Any in particular we want to check out?
Any special requests? Oh, looks like Leslie Mayo from Cranbrook is following us today. She says there are videos on the Facebook. Leslie, any recommendation which video we should play? The Smith House.
Smith House.
That's the first one at the top. The Frank Lloyd Wright.
Ah, there we go. So we'll watch some of this one.
Hello again, everyone. It is Kevin Adkisson, your host here with Live at 5, coming to you on this beautiful, brisk spring day from the Frank Lloyd Wright designed Smith House. Today's tour, we're going to hit the highlights of this remarkable Usonian-style home that was completed in 1950. It's been part of the Cranbrook family of buildings and museums, the Cranbrook collection, since 2017. The house was built by 2 school teachers in the city of Detroit.
The house itself.
Mansions of Chicago. That is the Frank Lloyd Wright of very large homes for very wealthy people in the Gilded Age. That's the Frank Lloyd Wright where you see all of the stained glass windows and the custom carpets and the dresses that he would design for his clients' wives so they would coordinate with his home. And all of that architecture is being built in the 1880s, 90s, up to about 1909. And then Frank Lloyd Wright's career from about 1916 until 1936, completely concrete and flat roofs could be done.
Very cool. I'm going to have to watch that later.
Yeah.
And I was not able to find anything for the Common Humanity Workshop. I don't know if you found anything, Charity.
No,
I did find some of their, I found the sign up for their virtual game night. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything, but it sounds like it is a virtual event that they do.
This is President Lincoln's Cottage.
So it looks like they have some interesting games that you use with your imagination. And apparently next week, the game is going to involve a flashlight.
Oh, that's fun.
That'll be interesting. So that's pretty cool. The day before, they send you the video conference link and you join in with your webcam.
Nice. I think the last nomination was the Instagram poster tours from Poster House. Did you find that?
Yes, they are. So it looks like they have fireside chats too, which is interesting, on Instagram Live.
Oh, that's cool. Their favorite encounters with unique or rarely seen posters. That's fun.
Okay, apparently the Common Humanity Workshop, they sent a recorded link to people who attended, but it was all about compassion and tying it into how to respect one another today. I think we all need a little bit of that right now.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and launch the polling for this category, Best Virtual Tour or Program. Reminder that our 4 candidates are the Live at 5 at Cranbrook, the Common Humanity Workshop President Lincoln's Cottage, which unfortunately we didn't have an example of today, the Virtual Family Game Night, President Lincoln's Cottage, and Instagram poster tours from Poster House. All right, polling is launched. Cast your votes. Got about 10 more seconds to cast your vote. You haven't already. I think we have just one more category after this one before we wrap up our some good museum news coverage today. All right, I'm ending polling. All right, winner of the Best Virtual Tour or Program is Live at 5 with the Cranbrook Center for Collections and Research. Hey, Leslie, you get to celebrate that back in Bloomfield Hills.
Awesome.
I got a yay from Leslie. All
Good.
right.
All right, last category. We have Best COVID Response. Quite a few in here too. So we have Delaware Historical Society's COVID Chronicles. They're actively taking stories from people in Delaware. This one I'm lucky I get to know a lot about because one of my board members is part of this project. It's very interesting. And they're trying to figure out how they're going to use this in the future for their engagement. So they're trying to find ways to have people submit what they're doing right now, and they're having people type in words that mean a lot to them, or things that are really prevalent in their mind right now, and they can enter it and have it included in this word cloud. So these tags are actually submitted by people who are submitting to the Chronicle itself. This one's cute. People get to submit their own little blogs, and I personally like the squirrel. He's cunning, dexterous, and perpetually hungry. I've gotten to know George quite well over the last month while in self-quarantine. So they're not all, they're a little bit of funny, they're a little bit of sad, they're a little bit of happy. There's poems. And again, it's all submitted by members of the community around Wilmington and beyond.
Awesome. I think next up is our St. Louis Strong film by Missouri History Museum.
What does it look like to live through history? In St. Louis in 2020, It looks like the view out a living room window, online meetings and empty streets, and worry about everything from toilet paper to paychecks. When COVID-19 hit the world, this country, and our community, we were ordered to stay home and to stay away from one another. The best thing we could do was to distance ourselves. But something special is happening in St. Louis. Even as we are told to stay apart, St. Louisans are finding ways to unite. We're ordering takeout to support local restaurants. We're creating socially distanced scavenger hunts and agreeing to foster pets. We're dancing on our porches to show support for healthcare workers. And we're chalking sidewalk messages, hoping neighbors will find a little bit of encouragement as they seek some fresh air. It shouldn't surprise us that St. Louis is finding ways to come together even as we are kept apart. St. Louis has always found ways to stay strong in tough times.
All right. Next is the Toledo Museum of Art's thank you video to its staff from the Toledo community.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
How are you? Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Bonjour, mesdames et bonjour, monsieur.
Hello.
Hello. I miss you all, and I cannot wait to go back to the museum that we all love.
We miss seeing you in the galleries and the classrooms and out exploring the grounds.
I hope you're all taking care during this time, finding ways to stay creative at home.
I miss being in the galleries at the museum. It's so easy to get caught up in work and forget to go upstairs into the galleries every single day. And now that I can't do that, I miss it so much.
I hear that.
So now, when the hours and the days and the weeks seem to be running on and plans are on hold, thanks to technology, the collections are available 24 hours, 7 days a week for you to enjoy.
Even though the museum is closed, we continue to work away at exhibitions.
We're working hard at home, coming up with new activities for you to do when we get back. And we also have some really fun activities for you to do at home.
TMA at Home provides a number of activities that you can do with children. You can watch lectures.
Listen to the whole thing.
I did. I got caught up in it.
I know. Our last nominee in this category, the Welcome Collections. Well, that's the Welcome organization's policy and advocacy newsletter. They've got apparently a collections policy and advocacy newsletter, but we couldn't find that specifically. It might be something you have to sign up for. But this is the organization that was nominated. Looks like they've got a lot of different research projects going. All right, I'm going to go ahead and launch our poll.
It tells you a little bit about the areas they work in.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and launch our poll because we're at time. This is best COVID-19 resource or response. The nominees, as a reminder, the COVID Chronicles from Delaware Historical Society, St. Louis Strong film by Missouri History Museum, the thank you video from Toledo Museum of Art, and the Welcome Collections Policy and Advocacy newsletter. Cast your votes. All right, just a few more seconds here. All right, I'm going to stop the polling. All right, boy, votes were cast. That one was a tough one. Lots of close votes. It looks like our winner for best COVID-19 resource response is the thank you video from Toledo Museum of Art. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for all the votes in these categories. Of course, everybody who is nominated is worth celebrating. I know it's been fun to look through all of these as we put this together today. And I don't have my fun glasses on, but definitely enjoyed doing this with you this week and celebrating the work of museums today. I don't know how John Krasinski signs off. Do you, Avery?
I don't know. But I was just going to end with the traditional anchorman. That's the way the cookie crumbles. But
okay, well,
I know this was from his. Yeah, Yeah, we'll see you this afternoon. I know this is his way to say, like, have fun to all the kids that are missing out on prom this year. So
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like this was a good way to say, like, have fun this weekend and maybe have your own little prom or look at more of this museum news. So this has been some good museum news now with your co-anchors, Avery and Charity. It sounds like we'll see you at 2 p.m., right?
We'll see you at 2, our last session for the week. Hope to see you there.
It's crazy. It's gone so fast.
I know.
All right, thanks, everyone.